Coach Mel coming to you live from my studio here at Coach Mel's Group Fitness in Harwinton. So today we're going to do a quick HIIT workout. So we have, it's 5 moves because one's on one side and the other move, so it's 6 slots, but we're going to do them in 30 seconds on, 20 seconds off. All right, I am going to use a light set of weights. So you don't want to go too heavy on this one because we want a lot of movement. It's a HIIT workout, so I call it the Big M.A.C, so muscle and cardio. So we do want a lot of movement, but we are going to use some weights to get that little bit of extra muscle work in there as well. All right, we do have a timer set, but we need to get warmed up first because we're going to be doing a lot of squats and some jabs and all that good stuff. So let's get warmed up and then we will get right to it. So let's start with a nice squat. Sinking down, popping up. Remember to sit back into your heels like you're about to sit in a chair. Good. Let's put a pulse down at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, and bring it up. Down. 2, 3, bring it up. Let's get 2 more of those. And up. 1 more. 1, 2, 3, and up. All right, we're gonna do a nice little hinge forward. I want you just coming down, bringing those hands about down midway to your shin. Nice flat back here. You should feel this nice pull in the hamstring. I should say stretch. Pull sounds bad. All right, hinge and bring it back up. Hinge and up. Good. We're gonna go heel down, toe up. Nice big arm circle. Swoop it down. Get that shoulder warmed up. Nice rotation through the torso. Let's get 2 more here. Last one. All right, other side. Up and around we go. Hinge down. Good. Keep that going. And let's get 2 more here. All right, bring those arms up and out. Squeeze through the back on that. Little bend in the knees. And nice little rotation. All right, so I'm going to show you the moves first so that you know what they are, because once we start, we don't have much time in between. First one, you're just going to use 1 weight, all right? And we're going to go a wide squat to a clean and press. So we're going to squat down, bringing that weight to the center of our feet. We're going to come up, elbow out and up, and then overhead. Bring it down, up and out, and down. So we're going to do that 30 seconds on one side, 20-second rest, 30 seconds on the other side, 20 seconds rest. Then we're going to do a weighted jab. So we're going to keep those feet out wide, and we're going to jab right in front. I'll show you from the side. So a nice rotation, all right? Knees slightly bent, bringing that arm right out in front. Now I don't extend my arm perfectly straight out. You don't want to hurt that elbow. Stop right before it's all the way. Little rotation here, okay? Shoulders coming forward as that punch comes out. Keep those abs nice and tight. All right, then we're going to have a lunge pulse to plyo. Now you can do this with weights, you don't have to. I'm choosing not to do it with weights. It is a tough move. So we're going to come back, pulse that lunge, jump and switch. Pulse that lunge, jump and switch. Now, if you want to bring down the impact on that one, or if you get tired, pulse, step up and back. Pulse, step up and back. Try not to fall over. All right, so a little hop in the front there instead of that full jump. Then we're going to go to a weighted skater. So you're going to pick those weights up again, and we're going to bring that across. All right, so we're going to do a little skater. I'm holding my arm there at that 90 degrees, reaching out, coming across the other way, reaching out. Getting a nice squeeze on the bicep there. And then we're going to finish with a plank twisted tap. So we're going to come down into plank position. We're going to tap and tap, okay? So I'm not picking my hands up off the floor. I'm just twisting and tapping that toe out to the side. All right, so I'm gonna get that timer started. It's gonna give us 15 seconds to get ourselves ready to go. And then once we start, whoops, there's only a small break in between the two sets. We will have a little break. All right, let's get that ready to go. So grab just that one. Now you don't have to use a weight. You can do this without a weight, just squeezing, all right? If you have the weight, we're bringing it to the center of the body. We're gonna come straight down in that nice wide squat. Here we go, elbow out and in, press it up, back down. Now see how low you can get in that squat. I'm actually letting the weight tap on the floor when I come down there. Down, up and up, down, up and up. 10 more seconds here. Good. Sink back, push up through the heels, and rest. All right, same thing, other side. So we're gonna go through this 2 times. We have a 30-second rest in between the 2 sets. All right, bringing that hand right here in the front. We're ready to sink down. I'll do this a little bit from the side angle. And here we go. It's down, up and out. Really kick that elbow. Out on the up, out on the down. Good, sink down. Push yourself up. Good, so getting the legs, getting the arms. Getting a little cardio, because we're moving quick here. So you give up a little bit of form sometimes when you're doing quick movements. But that's okay, we're being safe with our movements. We're just doing them quick. All right, if you're using weights, grab that second weight. We're gonna bring those feet out a little bit past shoulder width. We're gonna take a little bend in the knees, all right? And then we're gonna do that nice punch out in front. So punching, abs are nice and tight, knees slightly bent. You're throwing that shoulder out there, but remember, don't straighten the arm all the way. Leave just a little bit of a bend in that elbow. Whew. Really feel this in the torso too, when you get that shoulder pressed out there, feel it in the shoulders as well, and rest. All right, next one, that lunge pulse plyo. Bend your knees, put those weights down. So you can do it full out plyo, or like I said, you can do that little skip coming forward. I'll show you both ways. That'll give me a little break too. We're gonna step back, pulse, and then do our plyo lunge. So back, pulse, throw those arms up to help you on that switch. Good. All right, that's a halfway point. I'm going to show you with the skip. So kind of bring that knee forward. A little more of a skip than an all-out jump. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Woo! Weighted skater is next. I love skaters. Not quite sure why. Just like the move. So remember, we're going to keep those arms started at that 90 degrees. Squeeze that bicep. We're going to take a step, reach out that same side. Cross and cross. So I'm reaching that arm out across my body. Little hop, side to side. Staying on that one foot for a little bit. Good. Keep that going a little bit more. Woo! Last 3, 2, and 1. All right. Now those knees, put those weights down. So we're going to do that high plank tap. So I'm going to leave my hands on the floor, but I'm going to bring my foot through to the opposite side to tap. So we're going to get in that nice plank position, and we're going to tap and tap. So kicking that foot out there, tapping. So a little different than a twisted mountain climber. Twisted mountain climber, you wouldn't come as far. You would bring that knee to the elbow. Good. Nice flat back. Keep yourself right over your wrists. You have a tendency sometimes to start pushing yourself back. Keep yourself right over those wrists. All right. We have a 30-second break here. That was the first time through. We're going to do all of those one more time through. So we're going to start with that squat to clean to overhead press. So bend those knees, pick up that one weight if you're using weights, and get yourself ready. Remember, it's a wide squat. We're going to bring that weight right in the center, so don't twist. Straight down, up and up. Down, up and up. Sinking back into your heels. Yeah, you're hinging forward a little bit to reach the floor, but really focus on pushing up through your heels. Stick that butt back and squeeze all the way up. We got 3, 2, and last one. All right. Other side, same thing. Take a moment here, catch your breath. We have a little 20-second break. 10 seconds left. Bring yourself out nice and wide. Bring that arm right through to the center. And here we go. Nice wide squat. Clean and press. Good. Push that elbow out, then pull it in. Right up. Next time you should count. See if you get the same number of reps on each side. Your legs are a little bit more tired doing the second side because we already worked. All right, resting. If you're using weights, go ahead and pick up that second weight. We have those weighted jabs next. So we're going to get into that stance. Feet are just a little bit wider than the hips. Holding those weights out in front for that jab. Remember to rotate the palm down on that jab. Abs nice and tight here. That's helping protect your back as you're moving that weight out away from your body. Keep a slight bend in the elbow as you push it out there. 10 more seconds here. Good. I love this one. You feel it in the torso, you feel it in your shoulders. And rest. All right. Lunge pulse with that plyo. Put those weights down. Remember to bend the knees. Don't hinge at the waist. Put those weights down. Bend at the knees. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do half as a plyo, half as a skip. We're going to step back and pulse before we go into that leap to switch. Pulse and switch. Pulse and switch. Careful that back knee. I just bopped it right off the floor there. All right, or that skip. So still try to get a little lift, a little plyo in that, but it doesn't have to be an all out. All right, weighted skater is next. Really pumping those 2 cardio moves back to back. Remember, we're going to start with those arms up at that 90 degrees, and then we're going to reach across the body. So as I leap, I'm going to push out that same side that I'm leaping. Again, I'm not extending my arm all the way out, keeping a slight bend at the end of that reach. I'm also keeping my wrists nice and straight. All right, make sure that you don't have them leaning down, have them pulled back, nice and straight, all the way down the arm, all the way out the wrist. Woo! Definitely slowing down by the end of that one. All right, we have that plank toe tap out, and then that's it. Stay with me for a couple minutes. We'll do a little cool down. Always good to get a little stretch in at the end. All right, we're going to start in that good plank position, tapping that foot out, tapping. So we're not going super fast here. Really working that core and the obliques. Good, keep yourself right over your wrist. This is bad, you don't want to sink yourself back. Keep yourself up so that your shoulders are right over your wrist. And cross, and cross. Little tap out there. And rest. Woo! All right. So let's rest down here just for a second, and then we'll get up, and we'll do a little bit of stretching. So that was quick, but boy, it gets that heart rate up there. Let's see what it is. 110. All right, so let's do a little stretch here. I'm trying to do a couple of things to stretch the legs, a couple of things to stretch the arms. So let's start with that figure 4. So bring it across, ankle onto the knee, and then hinge down. Now if you need to, you can hold onto a wall for this to stabilize yourself, or look at a certain spot, maybe on the floor or on the wall, but look at something that's not moving, and that will help with that focus. Good. All right, let's bring that leg up. So same thing, we've got some balance going here. I like to look down, I like to focus on a particular spot on the floor. That helps with my balance there. Good. Hold it there. Take a few deep breaths here. Start to work on bringing that heart rate down. Heel down, toe up, hinge forward. Nice flat back here. If you round your shoulders, you'll feel it more in your low back than you do in the back of your leg. So as you come forward, keep a nice flat back. Don't let it round. Keep it nice and flat. Oh yeah, that's a good hamstring stretch. All right, let's bring it up and over to the other side. Sink down into it. Push it out there. Hold it there for a moment, losing my balance. Gotta focus. So this is my bad side when it comes to balance. Very typical. One side is usually a little bit better than the other. Us moms that are right-handed, we think our left side, well, I think my left side is stronger because that's where I carried the kids all the time. Good. All right, bring that out, heel down, toe up. We're gonna hinge towards that toe. Again, a nice flat back here. So here's the difference. This is me curving my back, and I feel it in my back. This is me straightening my back, and then poof, right away. Feel that go right into that hamstring stretch. Hold it there, that feels great. All right, roll yourself up from there. Grab your hands, push them out, back and down. Good, stand up nice and tall here. Rolling those shoulders back. Let's bring them to the front. Palms out, head down, separate those shoulder blades. And let's bring it across. These are just quick little stretches. You can definitely do it for longer. You can hold these for longer. Just a little something at the end. Stretching at the end of a workout helps reduce the amount of soreness that you feel from that workout. All right, so that is what I have for you today. That was the Big M.A.C HIIT, just a little piece of it. M.A.C stands for muscle and cardio. So we use those weights to get a little bit of muscle work, and we kept ourselves moving at a quick pace to increase that heart rate and get a little bit more cardio in that workout. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. And I look forward to seeing you all back here real soon. Have a wonderful day, everyone.